today we will have Resident Evil 7, and for that we have awesome commentators for you. We have Capcowboy and Postpone It for. Let you guys take it over.
Yeah, hello guys. I hope you're well. I am postponed for 22. Despite my English name, I am from France, and I hope that the day will be good for the runners. No cursed hit, no anything bad, and I am looking forward for the run.
And I am a Cap Cowboy 58. I am a aspiring no damage runner of this game and just an all around RE7 enthusiast, and I'm happy to be here.
It will be nice. Resi 7 is a really nice hitless compared to the other game. First person shooter, so it will be cool for sure. Good luck for the runners.
Good luck.
Oh, you can start the countdown whenever you want.
Okay, Cap.
Okay. I guess we'll do it on go. I'll count down from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Tenido que darle al botón de aceptar además porque me dice warning, no hay guardado. Y es
Oh, I think that Vacheras decided to go Madhouse.
Yeah, it's so we got Vacheras, he's doing Madhouse mode, and
Okay.
NoNiQ is doing the normal difficulty.
Okay, okay, let's go.
Gracias, Jenwit, por el follow. Thank you, thank you. No hay alertas, lo siento.
Anyone unfamiliar with Resident Evil 7, between the two modes, items are in different places, key items, supplies, different enemy placements, things like that.
Yeah, for example, in Madhouse, you will need some antique coins in order to pick up the Scorpion key, for example. And in the normal mode, you have to go downstairs and pick up
In the basement, yeah,
in the
in the
basement.
processing
Yeah,
center.
absolutely.
I think there's almost double the amount of antique coins in Madhouse mode. I think there's 33, and there's only 18 in normal mode.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, in the Madhouse mode, it's way more important to pick them up in comparison of the normal mode. So yeah, we have this long intro when Mia speaks to Ethan. She was missing since 3 years, I think, if my memory is good. And yeah, as soon as he has the email, he decided to go to Louisiana in order to search her.
Totally Louisiana, yeah.
Yeah, he ends up in the very nice Baker family.
Yeah, a lot of walking in the first like 15 minutes of the game.
Yeah, in comparison of the other Resi games, this one starts very slowly. For example, in Resi 2, you have to go in the gasoline station, and everything starts to be very clumsy, very fast in the game. In this one, you have to walk, to crawl.
Literally crawl, yeah.
No, no, salir de coña. O sea, si sale una cosa anterior. Pero no.
So I believe the first task in the game is they're gonna go upstairs to the attic of the guest house to get the videotape, watch to get the first lockpick in the game, which gets you the first antique coin.
Yeah. in Madhouse, I think it's not something you have to do. There is an antique coin at the garage, and this one in the garage, in the living room. And thanks to these two antique coins, Vacheras will pick up the first scorpion key in order to go to the basement and fight with Jack.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Let's see the strats over there.
NoNiQ's a little bit ahead of Vacheras, but only by a few seconds.
The secret emplacement, you know when you are watching the tape, the ladder.
Yeah, so it looks like both runners have skipped the tape section.
Yeah,
And are
it's not
foregoing
something
the
you
first
have to,
antique coin.
Absolutely.
Yo depende de la cámara, de lo que me haga la cámara.
I'm curious now. I don't know if either runner uses the beginning like stabilizers and things like that, or just using the coins just for the magnum.
Yeah, the antique coin is very important in Madhouse. First of all for the key, but at the end, yeah, with the big magnum in the salt mine, in order to destroy the enemies, it's very important. So yeah, we will see Vacheras pick up some antique coins at very precise moments in order to have the exact amount for the magnum
I
at
don't
the
know.
end.
I don't know if he uses or if it's allowed to use the defense coin in a Team Hitless playthrough in Madhouse. Is that allowed? Is that considered like a new game plus thing?
It's a new game plus things, so I don't think that all the the bonus will be allowed in this run.
All right, the quintessential RE bolt cutters.
Yeah, NG plus stuff is not allowed. Okay, not allowed. Noppers, yeah. Mia, we can see she's very happy to to see us after 3 years. Personally, I prefer the look of Mia in this game rather than the Resi 8, but it's just a personal preference.
You don't like the cozy winter Mia and the white sweater?
Oh man, coming back again after resetting a 3 hours run, and you're like, okay, go now.
Yeah.
Just please walk forward.
Thankfully, Capcom made all the cutscenes in Village skippable.
Yeah. Okay, guys, be patient. It will begin soon.
Just 10 more minutes, right?
Yeah, something like this. Okay, maybe for those who don't know the game, maybe we can talk about the lore of the game. My friend Cap.
Yeah, sure. So pretty much, I guess the game has been out for 5 years, so I can give some spoilers. Mia was in company with Evelyn, who has this like mold that's whatever it infects someone, it makes them basically go insane and become murderers. And so they were on a ship, wrecked, and they were picked up by the Dolby family, who were then quickly infected. And now we have 3 years later, Ethan's here to save his wife because she sent him a cryptic email saying to come to Dolby to find her. That's pretty much
Yeah,
it, right?
absolutely. Yeah, it's pretty much that. We learned at the beginning that Mia wanted to go in a babysitting trip far from Ethan, and then she disappeared. But yeah, later in the game, we learned that she works for a chemical company, and she wanted to make Evelyn as a weapon for the army, and then everything burns, and she became very mad, and she escaped from the boat you will see at the
Mhm.
end of this game. It's pretty much that, and thanks to the DLCs, we learn more about this game. And for those who haven't done the DLCs, I highly recommend to do them.
That is Not a Hero, right? And then End of Zoe are the main two.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So
That
okay,
is
the
just
game begin. Let's go the fight.
and the beginning section of this game does have force damage, so
Yeah, for example, this one, but you have to spam L1. Ah, sorry, I played on on the console, so to avoid one hit, you can take not force damage. We can see the difference in Madhouse on the damage. The screen is almost full bloody on the right. Okay, at this point we learned that there is something special in this house. She smashed herself her head on the wall, and yeah, sleepy time.
yeah, right. They're trying to trigger the next engagement with Mia. There she goes. She woke up.
I've seen some speedrun strats. You have just to do 4 steps forwards in order to trigger the next animation. And yet the second part of the fight begins. You have to pick up the axe.
And run towards the bathroom door. That forces her to throw you back into the arena. And repeat.
It's not counting as a hit. It's only a grab, and you don't take damages here, so it's allowed in this run. Everything's fine for both runners. Okay, it was a little bit.
All right. NoNiQ just took her down.
Vacheras must be careful because she's throwing him very far at the end of the arena. So you have to wait for the exact moment to hit her and not. And you have to be careful that she's not running towards him. So okay, it's nice. We can see. Okay, it's good.
We have our first encounter that with the NoNiQ screen with Zoe, daughter of the Baker family, and the only member who's not completely under Evelyn's control, mind control.
Yep. Yeah, GG's for both runners. They haven't took any hit. GG to them. A Zoe encounter for Vacheras. She told him to go to the ceiling, right? To escape.
Yeah, to the attic. Yeah.
Yeah, the attic. Yeah, thanks.
Right. NoNiQ is putting in the fuse to power the stairs that lead up to the attic, which leads to the final Mia encounter. I'm assuming they're going with the canon ending, so they're going to choose Mia at the docks and not Zoe, so they don't have to fight her a third time.
Yeah, the NoNiQ screen is still red because he didn't choose to heal after he didn't pick up the heal on the bathroom, right? So that's why.
Oh, he either
Okay.
didn't pick it up or didn't use it.
Yeah. But everything's all right for NoNiQ. The fuse for Vacheras.
NoNiQ forgot to pick up Ethan's hand. Don't worry, Zoe will bring it back.
If you played this game with the Japanese version, when Mia wants to cut his hand, the screen turns black, and you don't see his brain cut off. It's just like a little stitch. I don't know the word. A little wound on this hand.
Yeah, it's just like a deep, deep cut.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, he's going to trigger Mia here by ascending the ladder, then quickly ascending it and turning around, going to this door here.
Okay, very difficult fight at the beginning, so for the Madhouse difficulty, because you have to put between 13 and 16 bullets on her head.
Yep.
So it will not be easy for Vacheras.
Not a lot of room for missing shots either in Madhouse. Very important to keep your distance from Mia in this fight.
Okay, so you go to the ladder and he will wait for Mia close to the door, because the door is like shields. You have just to close the door.
Yeah, it forces her into like a chainsaw animation.
Yeah. Okay, he could have hit her. Okay, decided to go to the wall animation. All right.
All right. NoNiQ has taken down Mia. He's just waiting for Jack now.
Okay, nice shot for Vacheras. Only 9 bullets left. Have to be very precise.
Iba a decir. Con el estaba pasando mucho.
Mierda.
Okay, you have to kill her. Okay, last shield. Last door shield. Decided to go with the axe.
Puedes alejarte de ella.
Looks like he's out of bullets.
Bloquearlo con recargo y hacerlo como
On my first playthrough of this on Madhouse, excuse me, Mia just totally destroyed me. Very tough fight.
Ya está, hostia,
Yeah, it's
puta.
not an easy fight on
Su puta
Madhouse at
madre,
the
por
beginning.
no. Me ha hecho 2 ataques de carga seguidos. y los he podido
Ah,
esquivar.
bueno, hostia, eso es gratis.
Sin balas, tío.
Ya. ¿Cuántos hits
Okay,
con melee ha sido?
it doesn't count
Dos.
as a hit because he blocked
O
the
sea, que
the
eso es
chainsaw
porque
attack.
literalmente le has dado en el
Ujú.
cuello y no en la cabeza.
Puede ser.
¿Te has fijado?
Vale,
So
voy
yeah,
un poco nervioso.
it's a very hard fight at the beginning
debería.
of the game in Madhouse difficulty once again. But GG Vacheras.
Menos mal que he cogido el hacha.
¿Eh?
Que menos mal que he cogido el hacha.
All right, so the next quest in the game is going to be for our players to get the hatch
Yo.
key, which takes us to the first save room. This involves a, I guess you say, first or second encounter with Jack. He's in the way of the key.
So yeah, the iconic dinner meeting with the Baker family, with Jack the father, Margaret, his wife, and Lucas. And we can see at the left a very strange granny, if I can say that, grandmother on her wheelchair. We don't know yet who she is.
Yeah, she'll return later in the game a couple more times.
Some cockroaches, miam. I hope that it's not lunchtime
Yeah,
while you watch this stream.
All right, NoNiQ is getting ready for the Jack encounter here. Opening some doors. Gonna
Yeah, this part is like a dance. You have to set up all the doors in order to, once again, like Mia, to protect yourself.
he's gonna wait for Jack to come in and destroy the kitchen table, and that's gonna be his cue to run away, go towards the hatch key.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
The
hopefully
forced
Jack
animation.
will. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very strange that it doesn't come up in the living room. Okay.
Hopefully Jack will bust through the wall. That's the preferred thing to happen. Sometimes he doesn't though.
Yeah.
He did there. Very important to close the door behind you here.
Yeah, it's very important. Otherwise, he
yeah.
will grab you and stab you with his shovel.
He has the key. He's gonna peek around the corner, see where Jack is.
Okay, Vacheras on Madhouse, it will be a little bit more difficult. He picks up the first anti-coin because in Madhouse, Jack is a little bit faster
Mm-hmm.
than the normal
Again,
difficulty.
all enemies, right? All enemies are faster, right?
Yeah, all enemies are a little bit faster, yeah.
Looks like the coast is clear for NoNiQ. Should be an antique
Okay,
coin
nice.
left
Nice
there for
strat.
NoNiQ.
Okay, still no damage. We can see how fast is Jack. Huh?
Ooh, nice dodge.
Nice dodge. Yeah, it's a very painful section right here with Jack. Yeah, nice. Okay, he did it. The last problem, if Vacheras goes down and Jack grabs him, he will pull him back and cut off his leg. So that's why he waited for the last grab before jumping down. Okay, still no hits for NoNiQ and Vacheras. GG's, guys. Very nice strats over there.
All right, NoNiQ is now talking to the deputy. He's the one that supplies us with the second weapon in our game, the knife.
Not the smartest policeman on video games, but
Yeah, took him 3 years to actually start investigating these mysterious murders.
yeah.
All right, so we have another Jack encounter coming up in the garage. In Monique's version, he's just going to go right and go straight for the car keys. But in Madhouse, you have to grab a lockpick on the opposite side of the garage to unlock the car key. Some supplies, using his knife.
The second encounter with Jack coming up for NoNiQ. The garage fight. F. Press F for the policeman.
So he's got the pistol, he's going for the keys. Looks like he's going to have no trouble starting the car. Jack will not be pulling him out.
Okay, Vacheras is ready to. Destroying the box for the emanations. Using the knife in order to push the button.
I believe isn't the garage section is the last instance for a while of the force damage the game makes you take till the very end.
Yep, not avoidable damage at the end, indeed. So in Madhouse, there is a difference with the normal mode. The key is locked up in the little box, and Vacheras will have to pick up. I don't know the word. Sorry.
He's gonna use the lockpick to unlock the car
Yeah,
key from
lockpick.
the chest. Yeah.
Absolutely. A lockpick in order to pick up the key.
All right. So
Okay,
Jack did
he
not
did
pull
it
him out of the
well.
car. This is good.
He did well, so very fun moment. I love all the Jack sentences in the game, either in French or in English. It is so funny. The lines are really well made. He is so
Yeah,
funny
they did a
guy.
great job with the writing and the voice acting in this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Nonique's gonna shoot Jack a couple of times to keep him from grabbing him. This explosion coming up was gonna be the last instance of force damage for a while. There we go.
Hey, Yojo, thanks for the raid. Hello, everyone.
Welcome in, everyone. All right, NoNiQ, just grab like the first key item to get into the main hall. The ox statuette.
Okay, Vacheras did well. He turns back in order to drag to grabbing him and making more time in order to the car to explode. Okay, GG's for boys. For the boys, no hits taken yet. It was not easy. The second anti-coin for Vacheras. He will pick up the scorpion key.
Looks like
At the main
NoNiQ's
living
getting
room.
some of the NoNiQ's getting some of the dog heads on the top floor. You need to get
Yeah,
outside in the yard.
That the next task, you have to go outside of the house and you will need 3 head dogs in order to open the main entrance door.
NoNiQ just grabbed another key item, which is not necessary in Madhouse. It's the wooden statuette used to solve the first shadow puzzle, which will lead him to the scorpion key in the basement. He's going to walk around. He's going to close the
Anti-coin.
door behind Jack. Hopefully, Jack doesn't teleport behind him on his way to solve the shadow puzzle.
Okay, Vacheras is using the 3 anti-coins he have found and going directly at the basement. You have to be very careful here because a doggo mold is appearing just in front of the save room. So you have to go to this dark room in order to despawn the monster, and it can go now in the basement. Yeah, it's way faster to go to the basement in Madhouse difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to the scorpion key. Okay, little
Also, I think
healing now.
the basement section is one of the few instances in where in normal mode there's actually more enemies.
Yeah, a little bit more difficult. Yeah, I think so. Okay, the shield door in order to despawn the molder just behind it.
It's the first appearance of Molded for NoNiQ, but you can just run past him. You'll have to engage that Molded. All right, NoNiQ's going into the basement now.
It's good to know that the ammo are changed also between the 2 difficulties, not at the same position, location. Okay, the shotgun ammo for Vacheras.
Very nice. NoNiQ got a headshot there, and another Molded in here in the incinerator room.
Hey Mitch, thanks for the raid. Welcome everyone.
Welcome in Michelle's We and Raiders. And NoNiQ's promise, yeah, he's going to despawn that Molded that just popped out of the incinerator by just leaving the room. He's picked up another antique coin.
Okay, Vacheros was waiting the molder to despawn. A molder will appear just
Yeah, this room is,
Just
I think, the same in
room.
normal. You have 2 molded that spawn here.
We can see that Vacheras have made some special ammunitions. Oof, and the
Ooh,
first hit.
4-legged molded got
Ooh,
him.
yeah. Yeah. Because you have to go very, very, very slowly in order to not trigger the animation of the the doggo. Sorry, doggo molder, and yeah, just a
Yeah, they
pixel
are
too
very
far,
aggressive.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
it
very
was just
aggressive,
a
very
matter of
fast.
some pixels, and he went way too far from, and it triggered the animation. A save state, and here we go again. So where I said that Vacheras created a special ammunition. You have to mix with a red pocket, the ammunition with the red pocket, in order to create some stronger ammunitions. And it's very useful on the molder in general, especially in Madhouse difficulty.
Yes, enhanced ammo. I think they use that almost exclusively when they're using the
Yeah.
pistol. Right?
Thanks for the word.
NoNiQ just grabbed
Enhanced
another
ammo.
dog head to trigger the Jack 2 fight. He's gonna stun him with that body bag there. Get a couple of shots in to stun him.
Yeah, it's a very precise fight once again.
Assuming, yeah, it looks like he's doing the knife strat. So he's gonna slash at Jack, and whenever he swings at him, he's gonna duck. Go.
Okay, Vacheras is back in the basement again. He will not make the same mistake twice, for sure.
NoNiQ just took a hit from Jack.
A very special positioning. You have to be under his leg, but a little bit at the right in order to avoid completely the attack.
Alright, this should be the end of the Jack encounter. Yep, there we go.
Pero te ha matado el Licker, por cierto.
Sí, me ha matado.
Hostias. Claro, ¿sabes por qué te ha matado? Porque los Lickers te quedan un golpe y como Jack...
Vacheras went down in order to pick up another anti-coin, some ammunitions. He waits for the despawn of the enemies. That's why he go in, go out of this little room.
No he muerto, que es lo importante.
Okay, the molder will spawn again, some ammunitions for Vacheras. And he will be back against the doggo molder once again. Too much ammunitions. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, you have to go very slowly in order just to see the head of the doggy molder.
There we
Okay,
go.
nice.
He got him.
Here we go. GG. It's a very scary moment. And for example, in normal difficulty, there isn't this enemy, but there are some 3 molder, I think.
There's 3, correct, yeah.
Yeah.
NoNiQ now has the Scorpion key. He's gonna go grab the shotgun, I'm assuming, on the 2nd floor and then collect the other dog heads to get outside.
Another anti-coins for Vacheras, very important for 2 things. The Magnum at the end of the game and some how is it called?
Stabilizers?
And some needles, yeah, needles in order to reload faster.
Yeah.
It will be very important for the next area in the game.
There's one stabilizer inside the cage, which you unlock with the antique coin, and then there's one that you use by solving a shadow puzzle outside with the toy axe.
Yep. Okay, Jack fight for Vacheras. Use the knife that make a lot of damage. Then the chainsaw, you have to avoid the slash. Nice dodge.
Ya está, ya con... O sea, ya dos, perdón.
¿Limpio?
Sí. También la ha liado un poco. Es
GG,
como con el
Vacheras.
yo creo que cambia incluso
GG
hasta
for
cuando
Vacheras,
sales
yeah.
de...
Nice fight.
Cuando te empuja Jack al suelo y tienes que darle con uno de los cadáveres que están colgando.
Weird things can happen in this fight. Jack somehow glitch with the environment, and when he does the slash, even when you go down, you can take a hit. It can happen sometimes, but luckily Vacheros escaped without taking any hit. GG. So yeah, we can say that this game is divided in 5 chapters. Each chapter for each member of the family. So Jack is done. The next one is his wife, Marguerite.
Marguerite in the old house in the greenhouse.
Yep.
Monique just grabbed, I don't know if anyone saw, he just grabbed the repair kit for the shotgun. The broken one, which is actually more powerful than the one you get in the statue room in the main hall. He's looks like he's getting rid of some of his antique coins now to get that magnum. Old house section, not so much. Well, there are no molded, at least on the first floor, and normal difficulty. I think there's one in Madhouse, right? But you can just run past them.
Yeah, you have just to go forward.
But you do have to
There's
watch
no-
out for the bugs.
Yeah. Brand new enemies coming up for both runners. Some bugs, some little spiders, and Marguerite.
Ay, la puta llave de mierda, tío. Se me ha olvidado. A perder tiempo.
Okay, Vacheras have to go back to the box. No. Yeah, he will. Yeah. Because I know that you can you can take the shotgun at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he put the key away, so that's why he go back to the to the box. Okay.
Se me había olvidado la puta llave, tío. Se me olvida siempre.
All right, Nonique now is entering the old house. Taking care of some of these. There's 3 big bugs in this first room here. He's taking care of those.
Es que por eso digo que tiene que ser del Nick.
And there are throughout the house, there are these like kind of bug nests that if you don't destroy them, it sends swarms of bugs after you. And they do deal damage.
Yeah.
You just destroyed the first nest. Looks like he's going to get the second shadow puzzle statuette.
Okay, Vacheras picked up the other anti-coins, the others dog heads, the fake shotgun, Actually, you will have access of the enhanced shotgun very fast in Madhouse, thanks to the repair kit just close to the main entrance, the last dog head. And he is
All
hard
right.
to go outside.
All right, NoNiQ just grabbed some burner fuel there, so it looks like he is going to be assembling the burner. Though some runners don't use it, others do.
In Madhouse, it's very important the fire weapon in order to save some ammunitions for the nest, for example. So let's see how he will do it. So he picked up the repair kit and let's go.
All right. And by solving the shadow puzzle, NoNiQ is on his way to get the crank, which will then lead him to the crow key, which in normal mode opens up the access to the grenade launcher in the main house.
Yeah, we can see in Vacheras that it's very important to pick up the anti-coins. He will have access at the needle in order to reload a little bit faster.
Also, as you can see there in Madhouse, the grenade launcher is just waiting for you in the trailer. You don't have to use the crow key to get it.
Yeah, in the game you have to trigger the phone call animation in order to open the old house gate. Otherwise, the doors will be closed. In my opinion, the next boss fight is the difficult. It was for me. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's very
looking forward.
tricky.
Yeah, looking forward for this next boss fight. It will be tough for both runners.
No Nick's destroying another nest there, but also keeping an eye out for Marguerite, who is patrolling the house. Yeah, in the Marguerite boss fight, there's like lots of nooks and crannies she can appear from. She can grab you. She can just jump down on top of you from the walls or the ceiling.
Yeah. The hardest part is to find where she will put a nest, and depends of the location. You can be very in big trouble because the nest will launch some flies, some bug flies around you, and you can't focus on Marguerite. It's like a
Yeah.
3 versus 1, and it becomes very difficult. You can see Vacheras need two ammo, two gunshots in order to take down the bugs.
Yeah, he utilizes one flame round to destroy two nest in that section there.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a very precise location where you have to shot, and he did well in order to destroy two nests with one ammo.
All right, Nonique now has both parts of the flamethrower, the
Yep.
burner, they call it, which he's going to use on this nest here. Gets the final one he has to destroy. Now he's going to use the crank to get the crow key, which will lead him upstairs in the old house to get the D series arm, which Zoe requested.
Again, some anti-coins for Vacheras. The two parts of the burning. The handbag.
I'm pretty sure the crow key is in the same spot in Madhouse, correct? It's out in that little shack.
Yep. Yes, it is. It's the only weapon where the location is the same spot for both difficulty.
And Marguerite will always be in the kitchen when you go back to enter the house, so you have to keep an eye out for her, wait for her to leave.
The shadow puzzle for Vacheras in order to pick up the crank.
Looks like he's about to trigger the first Marguerite fight, which isn't too bad, just as long as you're quick about it, because she does send those big bugs after you, and if you just linger for too long, they will sting you.
Yep. In order to succeed in this fight, you have to kill a very fast Marguerite without taking attention of the bugs.
Couple bullets should finish her off here. Probably like 3 or 4, I think. There we go.
GG for NoNiQ. It will be pretty much the same for Vacheras. Maybe like one or two shots more in Madhouse difficulty.
Sí. Sí, sí, porque el teléfono te spawnea el charco que hay debajo.
We will see a molder appearing on the left of the screen, but is not very important. You can just pass in front of him. Vacheras is waiting to see where Marguerite is. Here she is.
All right, so in order to trigger the next Marguerite cutscene, you do have to go and attempt to open this locked door here. We're going to need Marguerite's lantern to unlock it, though.
Thanks to the grenade launcher, he can destroy the nests, the 2 nests. He's using the crank in order to pick up the next key item, the crow key.
I know Nick's on his way to the greenhouse now. I'm assuming he's going to go backtrack a bit to the main house to grab the grenade launcher using the crow key. That photo there, that spawns some magnum ammo in the toilet of the trailer.
Okay, now Vacheras is ready for the next mini fight against Marguerite.
Además, un hit muy
My
extraño.
first playthrough, I remember that the jump scare hit me very hard in this part.
Yeah.
When Margaret grabs you and throw you away.
All right, so Nick's getting the area ready. He's getting rid of some of these spiders so they don't jump on you during the fight.
Okay, we can see in comparison of NoNiQ, before shooting with 2 shotgun ammo, you have to throw a grenade on her, and it's a GG. It's pretty much the same fight.
All right. Noni's going to run to the right here, and Marguerite, I'm assuming, is going to spawn above him. She did. If he's lucky, she will spawn there a second time. And after that, he's got to start looking for her.
Good luck on NoNiQ. It's not easy.
Que no solamente gráficamente, paga redundancia.
Personally, despite the difficulty, I love this boss fight.
Yeah, it's pretty gruesome, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Let's see if she spawns in the same spot twice. She did.
Voy a ir ahora, Margarita.
Está portando.
Vacheras has to deal with all the animations in order to open the next area, the next boss fight. Actually, he has got the... Okay, it seems pretty good for NoNiQ.
What? Se ha puesto de pie.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say that Zoe is on the phone, and she tells him how to create a vaccine in order to save her and his wife. Just
Yeah,
for
she
the
needs
lore.
the D series arm and the D series head.
Yeah.
NoNiQ's getting some pretty good RNG here. She's not nesting, and she's not sending bugs out after him.
No sé dónde está. Me va a dar.
And this is a boss fight where a good pair of headphones is very, very helpful.
Yeah.
El comentarista es francés, por eso está diciendo mi nombre bien. Será familiar tuyo.
No sé dónde está, tío. No sé dónde está.
Okay, I can imagine that for Vacheras, his heart, the heart rhythm is pumping at this time because he knows what's next. A very hard fight is coming up for him.
All right, NoNiQ, there you go. He found her. It was like he's looking for Marguerite. He found her.
Porque en vez de poner huevos, ha decidido andar.
But before some menuing, some ammo creation in order to be well prepared for the next fight.
Arriba.
He will create a burning launcher.
No te está poniendo.
in
All
order
right,
to
when Marguerite
kill
starts,
the-
I'm gonna say when Marguerite starts growling like that, you know he's almost finished.
Se ha ido.
Vale, ya estoy listo.
Otra vez.
I think one more encounter with her should do for NoNiQ.
Vaya Margarita, tú.
No tienes saber cuánto puedo hacer.
La ha matado.
You got her. She's down.
GG.
No hit.
Yeah, we can see that he is happy.
Pero,
Because
bueno,
it's
la
not
Margarita
easy.
más rara que he visto en mi vida.
Good luck for
Cuando sale-
Vacheras.
¿sabe cuando
Will
sale
be
nota de-
way more difficult in Madhouse. Margaret is a little bit faster. He has got more health, and yeah, the fight is pretty much the same.
Looks like Vacheras is going to be utilizing the grenade launcher in this fight, though.
But yeah, it's
NoNiQ
really
just went with the
important.
flamethrower, shotgun, and pistol.
First of all, he has to burn all the small spiders in order to not taking some damage. Some ammo grabbing. And yeah, it will trigger the boss fight animation. Good luck to him.
Thank you.
Okay, nice combination of weapon utilization.
Qué susto, chaval.
First of all, the grenade launcher, then two shotgun on the head, then the enhanced ammunition on the pistol.
Ay, mi madre.
There is a safe spot just here. Yeah, the main goal is to kill the nest between her legs. No, without bad joking. So yeah, at this time he has to reload all his weapon. And yeah,
No tengo el chat abierto.
here we go again for the next round. Once again, the grenade launcher.
Por si acaso.
2 shotgun on her nest.
Ni tengo el chat abierto.
Will she spawn a second time?
Okay, yeah, 2 times.
Yeah.
2 times. And then it's where the fights differ between the runners. It's different between runners. Some find some place, other runner, some other place.
All right, NoNiQ just entered the second floor of the old house. He's going to get the D series arm. He's going to encounter 3 molded after he grabs it.
Okay, nice strat for Vacheras, waiting for Margaret to go on the side of the wall in order to throw a grenade launcher, to fall her down, and then she will start to move like a baby, you know, moving her arms and legs, and it can make a lot of damage. So right now you have to guess where Margaret will spawn, and he has to shot on her very quickly in order to avoid the nest creating moment.
Si has hecho 2 ciclos, ¿sabes?
Okay, he has to go away because when she go like this,
Yeah, she can
nice.
pounce on you.
Yeah, she can jump very quickly on you with a large range.
Tremendo.
Okay, GG for Vacheras.
GG Vacheras.
Yeah,
No,
very
chaval,
nice,
tiene
nice
los
fight.
hits aquí,
¿El qué?
Good
Tiene los
strategies.
hits aquí ya.
Well done, mate.
No sé si bastante pornográfico. No sé si bastante
Thank you por los
pornográfico.
GGs. Oh, muchas gracias por el
Now
follow,
he
Mr.
has
Peter.
got all the time to pick up all the ammo
Se
on
me ha
this
liado un poco, pensaba
boss
que
fight
las iban a
arena.
matar antes de que ocurrieran cosas.
That looks like NoNiQ.
Pero da igual, estoy gestionado.
Just grabbed some Magnum ammo and he's on his way back to the trailer to meet up with Zoe. So he thinks he's meeting up with Zoe.
Bueno,
Estoy yendo a por Lucas. Ya la usé la primera tarjeta. Bueno, voy a coger el lanzacabete y tal.
Okay, the Jack chapter is done. Margaret chapter is done too. So now it's time for Lucas.
creo que estará...
Yeah, the Lucas section involves both the main house and processing center, I think they call it.
Yeah.
There's no like specific boss fight with Lucas. There are some new enemies introduced called the Fat Molded, which you do have to deal with at the end of the Lucas section.
Yeah, a brand new enemy is coming up, absolutely. So now for the next part, in order to go inside the Lucas house, if we can call it like this, you have to pick up to find two electric cards, a blue one and a red one.
Mm-hmm.
The first
I believe
one is
they're in the
the
same spots in both
basement.
difficulties.
Yeah, it's the same spot, absolutely.
NoNiQ just grabbed the grenade launcher, which is important in the final Jack fight.
Yeah, very important indeed.
He just grabbed some supplements there. I'm assuming he's going to be crafting some neuro rounds, which I see a lot of runners use on the Fat Molded and the final Jack fight. Neuro rounds basically they just slow down your enemy.
Yeah.
Right, is on his way back to the basement to grab the final Baker household key, the snake key.
Vacheras picks up the first component of the vaccine, and at this exact point of the game, you meet Evelyn.
Esto es para hacer clip. No me ha dado, pero me ha spawnado un enemigo en la cara.
And that four-legged moldy you just saw NoNiQ deal with, that's, scripted. It always spawns in the same spot, so he was
It's the
prepared for
same
that.
for Vacheras.
¿Sabes que nada más salir de la
Two strategy, you can shot the molder or go around the bed in order to save ammo.
Pues grandioso bugs me tengo que ver.
One more molded coming up for NoNiQ. There are, I think, 2 molded that spawn to the left where you grab the snake key, but you can just ignore them and just run away.
Puto milagro, pero me ha hecho literalmente.
Yeah, if you are fast enough, it's the same for the Madhouse difficulty.
Me cago en.
Yo estoy en matación de perros.
We are already
Counter
1
another
hour on
four-legged
the...
molded.
En matación de perros.
Sorry, I said that
That's fine.
we are already at 1 hour of the run. It's moving so fast.
No hace falta recolectar, ¿verdad?
Already halfway through the game.
Yeah, already.
Sí, eso sí.
But there's 2 molded in the main hall here that NoNiQ has to deal with.
We can see that the molder are enhanced too with the scissors on the right hand,
Hmm.
and it makes a little bit more damage on you if they hit you.
Entonces, mato los del. No tengo balas de escopeta como para gastar, la verdad.
All right, he's now NoNiQ's now in the attic, solving the third and final shadow puzzle of the game. One of the key cards.
Por ahí. ¿Sabes? Darle una vuelta ahí, te subes por el otro lado. Y como el otro baja, pues de un passing.
¿Tiene passing sí o sí?
Sí, te de passing. Y si se te sube, pues.
Blue key card, it looks like.
A ver, yo te hablo en normal, no estoy hablando en hard. Vamos a decirlo mejor, ¿vale?
Vacheras using for the last time the crow key in order to pick up some good ammo for the rest of the run.
Vamos, lo suyo es dar una vuelta. Ponerse en la casa, en la habitación.
And he's going down to the basement again in order to pick up the next key item.
Ya estás por arriba, no respawnean hasta que tú pases por abajo. Es decir, que si tú pasas por abajo, respawnean. Y aparecen arriba.
All right, NoNiQ's doing the clock puzzle, if you want to call it that. It's 10:15. It's always 10:15.
Yeah.
Send him back down into the basement. He's going to grab the second and final key card. Encounter a few more molded as well.
The grandmother, once again, she's watching you, laughing in her head. Okay, now it will be a very... Okay. It's a very clutch moment where the doggo molded spawns. He decided to use the grenade launcher. Actually, there is a strat like you can go away, like turning back and go in the previous room, and the doggo molded will despawn without using any ammunition.
If you linger around long enough, that he does respawn behind you, but it's no problem just to run away from him.
Yeah. Okay, the snake key.
You just saw NoNiQ. He's now watching the Lucas videotape.
Okay, at this point you have to be very careful because there is a crawling mold and a classic mold can appear on the right. So just
So
watching for the...
he's waiting for him to just spawn, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It can take some time, so it's you have to listen. Okay, it's very important to close the door at this point in order to be not chased by all the enemies.
Quita el de, por ejemplo, del principio, el de Mía.
Sí.
A save state for Vacheras in case, just in case. But he will handle it.
Lucas, el italiano es la polla.
Okay, the main living room 2 molder will appear.
No, no me acuerdo mucho.
So he decided to not fight them, to go directly at the first floor.
Vale, los he sorteado.
He just threw away the healing stuff.
Como a todos.
You don't need it. He doesn't. Sorry.
Evento ahora sí que no podré leer mucho.
Ah, me vengo.
Ah, me vengo.
Yeah, and in Madhouse, right, you only need the utilize the strong heals, right? Because you can use separating agent to get the strong chem fluid from it to make enhanced ammo or flame rounds or neuro rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be good to find the enhanced heal in order to create some enhanced ammunition thanks to the blue item. Yeah.
So at the beginning of the Lucas section here, you see NoNiQ is destroying all the little wired bombs that Lucas has scattered throughout the area.
Ahora me imagino.
No va de coña. Esos puzzles están
There's also
Ya, ya, ya.
item boxes triggered with bombs as well, but he knows which ones are bombs in them. So
What? Tic-tac.
Okay, Vacheras has got the 2 electronic cards. It will be a very clutch moment just after that. Okay, he has got just one. He decided to go for the
Es que lo gracioso es que te
for
da todas las
the sailing first, and then the second one in the basement.
¿No había munición de escopeta por aquí? Creo que no.
all right, NoNiQ is now entering Lucas's barn. He's going to encounter four-legged mole that's about to spawn behind him.
Que me vaya que el puto juego parase de darme.
3 more additional molded in the first half of the barn itself.
Cuidado.
He's crouching here because there's a wired bomb on the way into there.
Bueno, una cabeza menos.
There's the first one.
¿Esta es la cabeza? Ah, chúpalo.
Okay, let's
There we
go.
go.
Vacheras has got the 2 electric cards. Has to wait that the molder will despawn again. We're looking at the right to be sure that no molder is coming up.
Así, balas. Que debe haber balas. Con los balas.
Because sometimes, yeah, they have the time to go around in order to eat you.
We have NoNiQ
And-
here getting prepared for the first encounter with a
El del
cat molded, as they're called.
Qué fácil, loco.
de los bichos al salir.
Okay, now a very clunchy moment for Vacheras. He has to be very slow once again against the crawling molder. There is one and one at the end of the area. Yeah, it's good.
All right, NoNiQ is powering on the elevator.
Gordo.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be very mindful of with the fat molded's vomit here. It can't hit you or it splash on you if you're not directly in front of it.
Aparte esta de Lucas, cuando estaba la presentación del gordo y tal,
Vacheras finished with
cuando estaba jugando pensaba que era
the axe puzzle, shadow puzzle. He got another needle in order to improving his reload speed reload.
Ooh, yeah, the
He got
molded
hit.
puked on NoNiQ.
me ha dado.
If you do some really if you do some well-timed shots, you can like cancel his puking animation, but
Yeah,
I think he
it's
was a little
very,
late on one of the
very
shots.
tough. Looking forward to see how Vacheras will handle this fight because there are two
Mm-hmm.
enhanced mold coming up from the elevator, so we'll see how we manage
Holy macaroni.
on this boss fight.
¿Te acuerdas de ese meme de GTA? De Holy macaroni.
Sí, me acuerdo, sí. ¿Qué tal, Pablo? ¿Qué tal, Pablo?
Oh, no, I didn't see in his inventory. Is he going to be using neuro rounds, you think, on them, or
Yeah, it's very
slow
important
him
to
down?
use them. Yeah, in order to stagger them and killing one in the elevator, then go forward, backward, sorry, in order to kill the second one. He can actually use two new round emanation in order to stagger twice
Mhm.
the molder, but it's risky.
Now, the one on the right is the tinier one, right, with the less HP. That's the one you want to take out first.
Yeah, that's right.
Lo de Lucas.
All
Okay,
right, NoNiQ is
during
now
this,
entering the birthday room.
Yeah,
Mira, justo son ahora.
a very jigsaw moment right here
Mhm.
for NoNiQ.
Yeah, this section is identical between the two difficulties as far as what you have to do.
Yeah, it's identical. It's the same thing.
Somewhere.
Lucas is telling to Ethan that he doesn't want to be a cure. He wants to stay like this, and he tells
Yo
him
pienso
that
que la neural es la más rota de todo el juego.
he has got Mia and Zoe and the last part of the vaccine.
Enemigo, guión, ralentizarle, o sea, como freezer,
All of that.
es en plan de. Como no, para no
Porque
cogerlo, ¿sabes?
estaba en la puerta de cuervo.
And they do expand upon Lucas's story in the Not a Hero DLC. If anyone hasn't played that yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Because in the game, we don't see, in the base game, we don't see Lucas dying or being missing or something like this. But playing the DLC, we will know the end of the story of Lucas, and it's really amazing. So I highly recommend, yeah, this DLC. I will not spoil much further.
Mhm.
Porque a esta casi ya nos vamos a volver después de Lucas.
Happy to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Let's go.
Okay, Vacheras has to deal with the little bombs. You have to shot them, to destroy them. Sometimes you can just avoid them. Always the same location. It's not depending on the RNG. For both difficulties. Some bugs are trapped, so you have to be careful. It's always the same boxes trapped.
All right, NoNiQ now has the D series head. He's going to make his way out to the docks now, where he's going to encounter I think 5 molded. I think it's the same in Madhouse as well.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same, yeah.
Pero porque he hecho mal la strap. La que yo tengo. La he hecho mal.
I don't remember.
Lo suficiente para que no le stune y yo, joder.
For my first
There's 2
playthrough,
4-legged
one
molded and 3 regular molded, I believe.
Yeah. A very Walking Dead moment for NoNiQ.
Dudo ya mucho que te lleves un hit tú, ¿sabes?
Me voy a
The
llevar los putos leakers.
moldeds won't spawn until after you use the crank.
Quiera.
Is that the second time here and final time you need the crank?
Okay, Madhouse difficulty for
Pero
Vacheras
esas
entering on
leakers
the
no me fío nada.
on the barn. You have to turn back in order to kill the crawling mold.
No me fío nada.
Picking up some ammo without triggering
Voy
the
bien de la
bombs.
escopeta.
A nice
Oh,
shot
¿qué
on
tal?
the
¿Cómo
head.
estás? ¿Cómo andamios?
Now we have to be very careful because there are 2 mold coming up on him using the grenade launcher and yeah, finishing him with the gun, the handgun.
Estoy en un
Nice
evento ahora,
strat
porque
on
si no
on
podré-
Vacheras. Nice
podré leer
combo
mucho, lo siento.
of weapons.
NoNiQ is now in the barn. Gonna get set up for the final jack fight.
Yo bien, ¿y tú? Bien, yo estoy bien. Aquí estamos.
Some crafting to do, no doubt.
Inicio neural. No sé si quiero algo de esto, creo que no.
Because yeah, Jack is not dead yet.
Voy a coger.
Like in the Pokemon, he will appear in his third transformation.
Yeah. Pretty much in the Jack 3 fight, he has these little glowing eyeballs you have to shoot out.
Okay. The Born fight for Vacheras. We'll see how we will deal with two enhanced molder who can puke on you. Larger, way more health.
Nice. Suerte. A ver qué tal.
1.30, más o menos. Antes de 1.30. Eso es mentira, no tengo el cuchillo. Vamos a que suficiente para 2. O sea, es curioso. Esto es suficiente para 2 personas. ¿Sabes lo de la jeringuilla?
Yeah, we can see that he will
¿Te has
using
pensado
new
en
rounds
el peso, en
ammo,
el- ¿sabes?
but he only has got 1, so
¿Has pensado en el peso? ¿No has pensado en...?
it will be a little bit risky for the second one, the second molder. Good luck for Vacheras.
All right, NoNiQ just started the final jack fight.
Okay, 1 down using the Neuro, 2 shotguns, 2 enhanced handgun. He decided to go. Okay. Oh yeah, he craft 1. Okay, nice. Using 2 new rounds, it makes the fight easier. GG on Vacheras.
GG. You just saw that NoNiQ as well started the Jack fight with a neuro round to slow him down.
Good luck for NoNiQ now. The last
kinda
Jack
working
fight is
the-
really long.
Yeah, very tough fight. I personally have yet to get a no-hit Jack 3 fight.
You will
Looks
go.
like NoNiQ's working on the second lower half of Jack now. Want to avoid his the front half, his face and his arms as much as possible until you actually have to, destroy the eyeballs there. He's spamming the flame rounds here. This part. Oh, he missed one. No problem though. He's got plenty of ammunition.
¿Lo has hecho?
No, ha caído. No, te ha caído.
Vacheras starting the jigsaw moment with the candle, the password.
Me va a dar.
¿Me ha dado?
No, no, me va a dar. De milagro. He calculado bien. Me ha calculado bien,
Looks like I'm not sure if that was a stagger or a hit, but something happened on NoNiQ's screen there.
Otro brazo.
I don't see any blood on the screen, so maybe he didn't take damage there.
No, it's allowed on the no damage run. Can happen when you are just in front of his big eyes on his head, and he start to do a slash attack. If you go at the opposite
Cae.
of the arms where he's coming, you can avoid to take damage.
Deja la parte.
But you can get staggered.
He is entering the final phase of the Jack fight now. Juicy use a neuro round to slow him down. He's going to finish him off with a magnum, 2 shots, and it's over.
GG. GG on NoNiQ.
GG.
Wasn't easy, and he managed it very, very nicely.
Hombre, Lady, ¿qué tal? Lini, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo andamios? ¿Qué tal todo?
Okay, Vacheras on the last step of the jigsaw time, the Lucas game, picking up the candle, putting it on the cake.
Está retransmitiéndose en otro canal.
If you haven't done the game, normally you have to die in this room because the room is full of oil or will burns everything. But if you watch a videotape, you will have the solution of the password without doing all the escape game. And then Lucas is panicking, throwing away a dynamite. So you have just to send the package back to the to the one who's sending it.
All right, NoNiQ has a choice here to make. Again, if you want the good ending, you got to go with Mia. If you choose Zoe, there's an additional Mia encounter on the wreck ship.
Yeah. The only additional boss fight on the base game. That's the difference between the any percent and the all bosses. In fact.
Oh, and all bosses do have to choose Zoe.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fight is not easy at the very end of the run. The nerves are really really high, and it's the same fight as the beginning of the game. You have to pick up something on the floor, and and attack her directly.
I don't think I've ever chosen Zoe actually, as many times as I played RE7.
You choose Zoe.
So I don't think I've ever chosen Zoe.
Ah, okay. You made the right choice, my friend.
Mhm.
Okay, the dogs for Vacheras. Using the crank in order to create some bridge.
And NoNiQ is about to enter the Mia boat section.
Up here. Nice shot. You have to be very precise at this point. Oh, nice. Nice double headshot. Another dogger molder will appear. Nice. Yeah, you have to wait a little bit because if you throw the grenade directly, the molder will not die because of the how do we call it?
To wait for his like spawning animation, right?
Yeah, the spawning animation and the hyper armor. That was the word I was looking for. Okay, Daddy Jack again for Vacheras, crafting some enhanced aimos for all of his weapon. We'll see which strats he will be using.
Yeah, NoNiQ spent most of his time in his Jack fight at the bottom level.
Yeah.
Curious if Vacheras is going to stick to the top level for the most of it.
In my opinion, fighting Jack at the upper level, it will be way more risky. But you have clean shots on the spots you have to shot, so it depends on the runners, I guess.
¿Neurales o del otro? Las neurales aquí no las puedo gastar.
A lot of walking around in the beginning of the Mia ship section. Not much going on.
Good luck
Alright.
for Vacheras. Tough fight ahead for him. Okay. So first thing, he hasn't used the new round's emanations, and I think that he will fight Jack at the first level of the barn, or maybe just
Oh,
picking
he
up
just
some
yeah.
ammunition.
He's
Let's
returned to the
see.
top level.
All right. It seems that Vacheras is ready to fight him at the upper level, the top level. Okay. Okay,
Looks like he's
nice
gonna
strat.
bait out an attack and then go in for the shots and repeat a couple of times. Excuse me.
Nice strat indeed. I haven't fought Jack at the top level. Can he spawn in the other holes, or there is only just this hole where he can appear? I don't know.
I'm not sure either. Vacheras is the first runner I've seen do this strat.
Yeah, all the runners I've seen also fight him at the bottom level, but
He went up the same hole that time as well, I think.
I can imagine there is a specific spots where you are sure that he will happy in this hole and not in the other one. That's why he's staying just here.
All right, NoNiQ is about to spawn a molded, which he's going to despawn by waiting outside the door. As Mia has no weapons at this point.
Okay, Vacheras entering on this second phase. And he decided at the end to go, downstairs. Okay. Nice strat.
Pinta.
All right, NoNiQ is making his way up to the third level to the VHS tape section. Takes us back 3 years prior to the events of 37.
The maze boat section for NoNiQ is coming up for him. It splits in two parts where you go back in time, and it's where you found out the real job of Mia, that she wasn't a babysitter but someone who's working for a governmental company, a defense company. Vacheras is cycling around slowly but surely.
Un tiro en la cola.
¿Dónde está el ojo? El de la cola, el que está detrás.
No, el de la puntita, puntita.
Ah, bueno, bueno.
Solo tengo que esperar a que vuelva a bajar y ya está.
No tengo ninguna isla, ¿no?
Yeah, you have to be just under his tail because he can slaps you from the top if he sees you. So that's why he's cycling just under his tail,
Sí, con tal.
waiting him to go down again
No, vale, coño.
and finding the last spot, I guess. Yeah, okay. So when you kill him, you have to go just next to the ladder to block in order to avoid all damages. If you go somewhere else, you can take damage. So very
So
nice
he's
strat
dodging
there.
his attacks there, yeah.
Yeah.
Ahora Jack 3.
Though some runners opt to use a neuro round to slow him down there and just,
No tengo muchas balas de escopeta.
Yeah.
fire away and take him out quickly.
Thank you, Mr.
For I didn't know I didn't know that you can dodge these attacks. If only I knew that before. He could have saved some resets.
All right, NoNiQ just engaged with the first molded on the ship.
GG for Vacheras. No hits taken for this hard fight.
GG Vacheras.
Nice. Yeah, GG. Very nice fight. And very nice strats also. Vamos.
You can see on NoNiQ's screen, he now has the machine gun, which is introduced in the ship section. Seems like that's an unpopular weapon in the RE7 community.
Yeah, because lots of ammunition, but very low damages. You have to pick up the captain key to unlock a wardrobe, a small wardrobe on the captain's room, and then to pick up the machine gun. Once again, Vacheras saving Mia in order to avoid an optional boss fight.
The game also introduces the remote bombs during the Mia section as well.
A very cool weapon. I personally
Yeah.
love this one. Both players on the boat section.
And NoNiQ's about to grab the corrosives. I'm not sure if he's going to backtrack or not to grab some more supplies, because after you trigger the next Evelyn cutscene, a lot more molded will start to show up.
Yeah.
Looks like he's just going to go for it. Trigger the cutscene. I believe in Madhouse, you do backtrack, right, and grab the supplies first before you trigger this Evelyn scene here.
Actually, you can route very efficiency in order to pick all the stuff at the moment where you pass just in front of it without going backwards. If I remember well. It depends on the routing, actually. For the law, Mia has had a mission to transport Evelyn in another governmental basement, and in one time they lost the guard of Evelyn, and she started to being mad and crazy and create all the molder and taking brain control of the people on the boat.
Mm-hmm. All right, NoNiQ's grabbing some more supplies. On his way to find Alan.
And for the law, it's not Evelyn who destroys the boat. It's because there were a very big storm in Louisiana at this moment, and it was a hurricane who destroyed the boat. And in one DLC, you find the exact moment when the Evelyn came into the Baker house, and where the madness is starting. So yeah,
The
very
daughter's
cool
DLC, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, play the DLCs, folks. If you want to more deeper informations about Resi 7.
Right. Vacheras is collecting some more. I'm sorry. NoNiQ is collecting some more remote bombs, some more supplies. Getting ready for another molded.
Solamente puede haber repetido si el juego te hubiese crasheado. Y literalmente.
Estoy poniendo la de Gauss y te por el culo este señor.
Tremenda snifada, ¿eh? Pero snifada fuerte,
Okay, Donik has finished the past section, boat section in the past. He will have to do this all over again in the present. Same for Vacheras, who is heading to Evelyn, to the tape in order to go back in time.
Yeah, in the second part of the Mia ship section, you're pretty much tasked with powering up the elevator so you can go save Ethan.
Yeah.
You need 2 key items, a fuse and I think it's called a power cable.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because we didn't, we forgot to mention it. We are playing Mia and not Ethan anymore. And the mission of Mia is to save her husband and deal with Evelyn at the same time.
All right, coming up for NoNiQ, we have the first and only skippable cutscene in the game. I'm not sure if he will or not, but
And we can see Mia got infected with the Evelyn disease, and she decided to not kill her because she wanted her to be her mother. That's the main lore, if you can say. Evelyn wanted to create a family, but the way she has decided to create it, it can be debatable.
all right. So NoNiQ is now on his way to grab the wrench or tool, whatever he used to open the hatch, gain access to the other levels via the broken down elevator.
Yeah. The first time you are in this area, it's not easy. You don't know where to go. All the blocked doors. It's not an easy part.
No. And they complicate things even more on Madhouse by throwing in a couple of extra fat molded.
Yeah.
They can be despawned pretty consistently, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a matter of positioning, door closing, some things like this. The bomb dropping at the right spot. Luckily, it's scripted. Like it's not based on the RNG, so you can pre-shot every enemy spawn. So it's nice.
That
Otherwise, it will
mold that
be
you just
very
saw on
difficult.
NoNiQ's. NoNiQ just despawned that one molded there you saw. Now he's going to do the painting puzzle to get the corrosives in the safe.
Yeah, Vacheras is back in time chasing Evelyn. A molder will appear in this room. You can just go around the table in order to not taking hits. Let's go.
All right, NoNiQ just grab the captain's cabin key to get the machine gun.
Yeah.
When he goes for that machine gun, it is going to trigger a molded, which will appear behind him.
Same for Vacheras. As soon as you go inside the elevator, a molder will spawn. You have to go back in the safe room in order to despawn it and taking the elevator again.
NoNiQ's about to despawn a four-legged molded by facing. Well, maybe not. Oh, that's a different approach. I've never seen that. I normally just face the left wall and just drop down the hatch that way.
Yeah, that's the main strat, I would say.
There he is. NoNiQ is going for the fuse first on the first floor or first level. There are, I believe, 2 four-legged molded that patrol that area.
Yeah, same on Madhouse difficulty. Okay, Vachers have to be very careful here because in this game, this model has an attack called the soccer punch, where they can hit you directly as soon as they disappear from the screen. There is no animation, nothing you can avoid, and you take damage. So you have to be very far from the molder when you cycle around this little thing in the machine room. Otherwise, you can take hit, and it's very frustrating.
All right, NoNiQ just grabbed the backpack and the pistol. I believe the pistol is on the third floor on Madhouse.
What? Sorry.
The pistol is on the third floor in Madhouse mode, right?
Yeah, if I remember well. Yeah.
On the it's on the first floor in standard difficulty. He's now on the third level on his way to grab the power cable for the elevator.
We can see both
Where he-
runners that knows perfectly where the enemy are. The routing is perfect for both runners.
Yeah, in this section here for NoNiQ, approaching that power cable is going to spawn a fat molded. You can see here he's placing a couple of 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they have 7 remote bombs to take him out.
Actually, you need maybe just 1 or 2, but he's doing that because I think, maybe in normal it's different. Because in Madhouse you only need 2 bombs to kill him. But you have to separate the time when you are dropping the bombs. Like dropping one, waiting a little bit, dropping another one. Not at the same time.
You're going to see him with Vacheras, so when he goes to unscrew that power cable, it's going to spawn an additional molded he has to deal with. That molded doesn't exist on normal mode.
Okay, Vacheras going back again in order to pick up all the stuff thanks to the corrosive. As you mentioned, my friend Cap.
All right, he's now returning power back to the elevator. NoNiQ is. They go down to level S2 to save Ethan. We'll encounter several molded along the way.
Okay, Vacheras is heading to Evelyn's location at the S2. he will trigger the animation in order to go back again. In order to see his colleague, his heel colleague. We will see Evelyn close to the door, running. Okay, at this point, some molder will appear. Vacheras will use some bombs in order to kill them quickly.
No, directamente vuelvo para atrás. Lo hago de que literalmente spawneo.
All right, NoNiQ's making his way to Ethan. I'm not sure if he's going to opt to despawn this fat molder coming up or just run past him. I've seen different runners do different things here. Looks like he's going to just try and despawn him.
Nice bomb drop for Vacheras just between the two molder. Okay, now he will have to deal with the first one, arriving at the end. Two will appear from the roof. Nice. Evelyn playing games with us.
La sala te da una bomba. Está una bomba en una caja.
En un almacén que hay que abrir con ácido.
No, el anterior.
All right.
El anterior es esa sala.
NoNiQ has found Ethan.
Porque claro, yo tengo un drop distinto al tuyo. Por eso, es que por eso no te puedo decir. No te puedo decir así. Cinemática de Jack. Esto ya es minas, ¿no? Te voy a minas, tú.
Scene here NoNiQ's watching is where you get to meet the real Jack Baker before he was infected.
¿Qué tal vas tú?
Bien, terminando cinta.
Yeah, Jack is telling him that he never wanted to hurt him, and that Evelyn took the brain control of his body, and she forced him to do all the bad things in this house. Same as for Margaret and Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very touching moment.
I agree.
Yeah, once again, how they wrote all the lines for Jack. It was a masterpiece for me. Very nice character. Yeah, Vacheras is back next to his heel colleague. I think that he got hit by a molder, something like this. That's why he's turning like white color of his skin.
And he just insulted Evelyn, and she didn't like that.
Yeah.
Depende de cómo quieras estructurarte las cosas, pero en principio no.
No me toques. Because you can be infected by touching just the black puke, the black black thing on the floor.
No, es muy lineal. O sea, la ruta que tú puedes hacer es el farmear X.
And
Alright,
then
and
she decided to.
Otra cosa, ir antes de un sitio que otro.
Yeah, go ahead, my friend.
I was gonna say,
Encourage.
it's on NoNiQ's side here. If you decided to save Zoe, this is where you would fight Mia again for a second time. Actually, what, for a third time?
Yeah, if you save Zoe, you have to fight her with a crowbar on the floor, and the fight is not easy. And she will take a wood pick, if I remember well. Nice. Vacheras used a bomb in order to kill the last human, living human on the boat, to avoid some stagger.
All right, so NoNiQ's just starting the final section of the game, the salt mine section.
Yeah, my favorite area. It was so nice.
It's
I mean,
very
in
fun,
my
yeah.
first playthrough, yeah, because in low hit it's different.
You're going to see on Vacheras' end, at the end of his salt mine section, there's a lot more at molded is to engage with.
Okay, we are back in present for Vacheras. Has to do all the maze again. Picking up the tools in order to open the trap. Then the key cabin of the captain in order to pick up the fuse and the electric cable. It's pretty much the same as the NoNiQ section in normal difficulty.
I think the only difference is the extra enemies and I said
Yeah.
the pistols in a different area.
Yes, it is.
All right, but NoNiQ is getting ready to engage several molded that are waiting by the elevator.
Evelyn throwing her last forces in the fight with all the molder. Okay, nice dodge for Vacheras, because when you go back at this level, there is a fat molded just next to the door, and you have to go fast in the safe room in order to despawn him. Very important to pick up the red fluid in the kitchen in order to create some enhanced ammo for the handgun. Okay, the corrosive has been picked up.
As you can see in the salt mine section, Lucas has scattered several of the bombs to be wary of.
Okay, first place to use the corrosive in order to grab the key of the captain's cabin. Then going just in 1F to pick up the fuse and some stuff. He just walk in and walk out in order to despawn all the enemies on the area, picking up the fuse. Once again, he does that in order to despawn the molder spawning just after grabbing the fuse for Vacheras.
I know Nick's about to enter the second half of the salt mine section where you get all the. If you read the files, it gives you all the details about Evelyn and the molded and things like that.
Yeah. As I said, luckily it's a scripted area where you can spawn and despawn all the enemies without RNGs. So we are lucky.
It's at the.
NoNiQ just created the emergency vaccine. It was in case of Evelyn making chaos all around her. But the staff hasn't the time to create it before being killed by Evelyn. Okay, for Vachers, you can use a bomb or just close the door in order to despawn the crawling mold. The corrosive in order to pick up now the electric cable for Vacheras and the mini boss fight coming up for him. Grabbing some anti-coin for the last weapon for the run. The Magnum.
Again, no Nick knows where to put all these bombs because these enemies all spawn in the same spot every time. All scripted.
Okay, Vachers decided to use a different route. He hasn't picked up the electric cable yet.
Right. Coming up here, we have the last four-legged mold of the game for NoNiQ. I believe this is the last two-legged mold of the game. Just a couple more fat molds. They're going to show up. And NoNiQ's going to use a neuro round to stun them, to slow them down, so he can just ascend the ladder and, get to the final section in the guest house.
Okay, Vacher has got now the gun. The Tommy gun. Let's go. And now he's well prepared for the next mini boss fight against the big fat molder. The same we have seen in the barn.
NoNiQ's getting ready for the final Evelyn boss fight in the attic. There is, I think, force damage in this fight. I think if you take any more than 2 hits from like her psychic waves, that counts as avoidable damage. So
Yeah, absolutely. Only 2 force damage is allowed. Okay, Vacheras managed well, using 3 bombs and then go behind this little wall in order to kill the big mold without taking any puke from him. And now he has got the 2 components in order to restore the elevator. we are needy hand for both runners. Already, I would say.
Mm-hmm. You do have to you have to watch out for Mia here, at least on the first floor, because she can still do damage to you, even though she is a hallucination at this point.
Yes, indeed.
Hay un pasillo con la sala donde está el gordo. La sala donde tienes que ir, que está en el medio. Donde tienes que abrirla con el este del ácido. Y la otra, que está atrás.
All right, here we go. He's going into the attic. You see him block 2 times and then eject her. First one. When you go left as soon as possible.
He recibido hit. Fuck.
No jodas.
What?
Take a hit
He
there.
didn't block.
Oh, I don't think
Yeah,
he got to the
didn't
left soon enough.
Actually, he didn't
Dios,
block
pero
the
para,
second
tía.
one, so that's
Hostias.
why he got
What the
thrown away. So yeah, he's taking
What?
damage
Mama.
now. Maybe
Oh,
he will
vaya tela.
die.
Sí, sí.
Ooh.
F.
Me he comido un hit.
Yeah,
por-
if
por
you don't
narices.
block, you die. Actually.
O sea, sería la sala. O sea, es una sala opcional la que dices tú de esconderte. No es una.
No.
Porque tienes que pasar por ahí. Ah, vale.
No, ya
perfecto.
pasas.
To block this one, he has to block this second one. Yeah, and now he will be safe.
There we go.
Vaya, que va RNG, tío.
Vale, pues ahora necesito.
It's unfortunate.
He recibido 3 hits por la cara.
Because yeah, the second shockwave arrives way more quickly than the first one. So he missed the pressure shot.
Bueno, yo no voy a tener entrevista.
Okay, Vacheras is moving forward in the S2, killing some molder. He decided to use the strat to go back at the previous room in order to despawn the big fat molder, who is very, very dangerous.
Ni idea.
All right, NoNiQ is going to go in the left corner here and try to avoid a swipe from Evelyn, which I believe can do damage to you. It's like a recent discovery that you can avoid that. Yep.
Evelyn, final. Ya no me falta la parte final, ya está.
Ah, vale.
La parte del no sé cantitos. Va bien, te das un PB1. Yo me he vuelto a comer 3 hits porque soy imbécil.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for NoNiQ, but he will never make this mistake again, for sure. Touching moment for Vacheras.
And in this encounter here, Evelyn doesn't start taking damage till after she says the line, "I just wanted a family," so that's why you see NoNiQ is kind of blocking here.
Yeah, you have to wait, indeed.
He hecho mal el final. Creo que estos han sido fallos míos. Porque me he puesto nervioso. Creo que al final.
Here's the line coming up, I think. Q. There we go.
Vale, pistolita. Por favor, no quiero fallar. ¿Te imaginas que falle?
A very tough guy, Ethan, huh?
Me pasó una vez,
Hey, he's been through a lot.
And still alive. GG, man.
The Wesker pistol now. And GG NoNiQ.
NoNiQ, yeah. It's done. GG, easy, clap.
Y un retry.
Nice run.
So we have, looks like we have screen 3 hits and 1 death for NoNiQ. Vacheras is at, what, 1 death and 1 hit? So
Joder, sí que te saco
All he has to do is not
Really?
get hit 2 more times, and he'll win the race.
Absolutely. All the hits NoNiQ took, it's very unfortunate and easily avoidable, so next time he will not make the same mistake. The hard part, he hasn't took any hit,
2-13.
so in less than 2.5 hour, it's pretty decent. GG. Okay, Vacheras is heading at the salt mine. Yeah, some well-deserved GGs for NoNiQ. Very nice run. Mia saving her husband.
Saving your life. I'm staying alive.
2-13-28. ¿Y por qué muerto, sabes? Hubiera sido 2. Creo. Sí, hubiese sido 2-10. Sí, sí. ¿Lo he dicho? Vale. Me voy a practicar un poquito tormentas, ¿vale?
Practica.
Vale, niña del demonio. I love the Spanish language, despite the fact I can't speak this
¿Cómo
language.
funcionan los cofres en el Resident Evil a nivel
Me neither.
realista? Porque todos los cofres comparten tus ítems. Ethan se queda sin ítems, pero luego va al cofre y tiene todo ahí. Un cofre que nunca ha estado.
You can see all the oil slick on the area because of the boat. All the fish at the top of the water. Save the environment.
Pausa. 1, 2, 3. Pausa.
Okay, we'll see Vacheras using all the anti-coins he has picked up during the all the run in order to grab the final weapon, the Magnum. And if he played well, I think that he can also grab another needle in order to speed up the reload. Some crafting time.
Yeah, I think I mentioned earlier, there's a few extra enemies in the Madhouse version of the salt mine section, especially at the end of it. Though it's an extra fat molded at you.
Yeah, very dangerous coming up from the very top of the mine. Going down very fast. And not easy to shoot, so I am wondering which strat will Vacheras using on this one. The easiest one actually is to going back very at the beginning of the mine, and it will despawn, but it takes like maybe 2 or 3 minutes to do it. Otherwise,
Really?
you can despawn it without taking any damage.
I did not know that.
Otherwise, you can use the new rounds in order to stagger him and kill him with the Magnum or the enhanced handgun emanations. So we'll see. But first, the classic mold. in front of the elevator.
Vaya.
¿Qué ha pasado?
Nada, que no he matado a uno de un escopetazo.
Nice.
O sea, literalmente.
Es que tengo muy pocas balas, tío.
If he managed very, very well, he can use only one bomb
NB no la vas a utilizar.
in order to kill
Bien,
4
Marcos.
molder in the
Sí.
¿Cuántas
in the
balas
same
tienes?
time.
Tendré 7 balas. O 9, no
con
me
esa se
acuerdo.
te dio la de fuego. Pausa,
Nice for Vacheras. Let's go.
pausa, 1, pausa. Pausa, 1, 2, 3, pausa, 1, pausa. Voy a practicar un par de veces el boss final.
Okay, now a doggo molder. I call them like this. Just a good bomb drop and it's okay. Have to be
Joder,
aware
estaba
of
viendo el chat abierto.
the traps. Once again,
Right.
cool. Have to take care of the bomb. Nice. You can easily forget this one. So GG to Vacheras to remember it. Maybe the most difficult section for the first part of the mine. A molder will appear and you have to kill him very quickly.
Regular, a 2-legged and a 4-legged, I think.
It's a very dangerous section.
We have 2 more coming up here, I believe.
Yeah.
It's the first one.
He managed it very well. Nice. Bowling time. When I was doing this run, every time I was doing this pushing things, I had the Wii music, you know, in my head. The Wii
The
Sport
Wii
music.
Sports music, yeah.
Okay, the secret lab. When you have all the lore about the connections. That's the name of the company. It's not Umbrella anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The connections. Creating the emergency vaccine. And he's ready to go to fight. Not Evelyn yet, but the last forces of Evelyn with all the molder.
Necrotoxin, it's called.
I'm being very slow because I wanted to be as safe as possible, but
the necrotoxin. Yeah. Because in French, the enemies is called the necromorph.
I'm taking my time.
Mm.
Okay.
So it's quite similar with the necrotoxin.
No me hagas esto.
¿El qué?
Que me has cagado. Pensaba que estábamos nosotros en la entrevista.
No.
¿Sabes? Me he cagado.
Yeah. I don't know what to say, but we are almost done.
Chair is getting ready for the final wave of molded here.
Yeah, absolutely. But it seems to be very well prepared. I can see, I don't know if it's 3 or 5 neuro rounds, 3 fire rounds. Yeah, it's pretty much ready for the last part of the run.
Looks like he has 5 made up, 5 neuro rounds
Yeah.
and 3 flame rounds at the moment.
Yeah, he's ready. And that's cool because he didn't use any new rounds against
Esta run es
Jack
larga. No es tan larga.
third evolution.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he has so much new rounds at the end of the run. So it's pretty good.
Mm,
Okay, 3 molder will appear just around the barrels. You can see just here. So you have to be very precise. Killing one with the shotgun. You will go for the second also. Okay, yeah. He made the good choice to use the Magnum.
bruh.
Otherwise he will be stuck.
¿Qué ha pasado?
Que no les mato de un tiro, coño.
Nice one. It's not an easy part.
There we got the penultimate 4-legged molded there, and
Excuse me,
other
princess.
molded as well.
Yeah, nice try to wait that the 2 molder converge on the same spot. Instead of killing one after one. Enhanced molder using enhanced ammunition. Let's go. I really like how Vacheras manage all the stuff, his ammo at the right moment for the right occasion. Okay, 2 molder will appear now. And the third one just after. Nice.
Alright, here's that alright. Next we have that extra fat mold that I was talking about in Madhouse mode.
Yeah, it will be a very clutch moment. Let's see how he will manage this one. Because he's really tough, because he's moving fast. Okay, using your rounds. Nice. Nice try.
Very nice.
Yeah. But it's not finished yet because 2 more fat molded will appear. And it's not an easy fight because one of them will appear just behind the... I don't know how we can call it. The small tower.
Yeah.
And the left one has got more HP, but let's go.
Very nice, very nice.
GG. Oh, he could have been it.
Yeah, it's like you had to.
Yeah,
You can't get too close to them as they're dying.
absolutely. So he has some bombs, some traps for the ladder, and he's good to go.
Dice Bronce que le molas. Nice.
Bien.
Nada.
He's ready to go to fight Evelyn.
Okay, so last part of the game.
The last section where you go back to the main
I
house, the
remember
Baker
I got hit
house.
here, just a week after the new
You're starting
rules
to have
about
some
the last hit of
hallucinations.
Evelyn as my PB1. That was quite painful.
And you're gonna see gonna take 2 hits that are unavoidable at the beginning of the tech fight.
You must block two shockwaves.
No.
before administrate her the vaccine.
Ya, has cargado un 6.
Cargué uno cuando me mataron.
Claro, claro, claro. Ah, me vengo. Mira, no sé si se me
Es
escucha
culpa
desde-
tuya, it means
Sí, te tienen que escuchar.
it's your fault. Mátalo means kill him.
Ouchie.
Se me escucha muy bajito.
Se te escucha muy bajo.
Recognize that from Resident Evil 4. You hear that a lot as well.
Yeah, indeed. Resi 4 was in full Spanish. I'm pretty hyped for the remake.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Uy.
You
Vaya Antonieta.
you checked out the new Village DLC yet? I haven't.
Not yet, but I will for sure.
I'm not playing. Bruh.
A Rose of May?
Run,
Code like
Ethan,
this?
run! Hello.
Okay.
Hello. my name is
Nice
First block, he's gonna
block.
go
Hasta
go
luego.
left.
Hasta
The
la
second
vista.
one. Yeah, you can go to the left indeed in order to be pushed by the wall, like not moving so far away from
Sería
her
gracioso.
after the shockwave.
Puedes morir,
And it's a
Ya lo sé,
GG.
ya.
No va de coña, puedes morir.
Lo sé.
I'm assuming he's gonna be the same
Damn,
strat as
every single guy.
NoNiQ. He's gonna go to the left
Me recuerda.
on that corner to avoid that swipe from Evelyn.
Yeah.
Después le
No,
reventas a
grandma.
balazo.
Ice cream grandma.
Te está deseando que te mueras, o sea. Iba a decir algo muy
Give up
chungo.
some ammo. And he's ready to go.
No, juego, ¿no?
Nice.
Using the
Clap,
new
clap.
round's ammo in order to slow her down. And let's go.
Por cierto, recarga la pistola cuando.
Sí, lo sé. Creo que se recarga
Son
automáticamente, ¿eh?
No,
¿No?
no.
Look.
Recuerda que son 4 hostias.
Sí. I just wanted to plan
Using the new rounds slow her down, so
Ya recarga,
it lets you the time to kill her without being slapped.
Sí, estoy en la base. Sí, Aleja, que pero estoy en un evento haciendo el juego otra vez.
Forced damage once again.
Ouchie, please stop. Eso de
But yeah,
Blaster Batch,
seems to
hombre.
be it will be a one-hit run. Very
He
nice.
pensado que
Very
has palmado
decent.
Que no, hombre, que no. Ouchie.
On forced damage once again. Waiting for the right time to shoot her on the face.
Qué mentira.
Falling down.
Hay uno que puedes bloquear ahí.
Grabbing
no,
the
man,
big
that's it.
pistol. And it's basically a GG.
As Ethan says, playtime is over.
Me vengo.
No, fallé las balas.
Que no, hombre, que no, está bien. Que hay muchas, de sobra.
And GG.
GG, let's go.
GG clap. Let's go.
PB1. I'm happy with that.
Vacheras 1 hit,
Ahora te toca
and NoNiQ 3
Uh-oh.
hits.
Insane.
I'm okay. PB1 is not bad. It's pretty nice. Especially
Me vengo.
since the last time I played this game, like 2 months ago, something like that. So
Yeah, it was a
I'm glad
very
to
nice
hear
run from both runners because mixing speed and no hit is not easy. And for sure they have a little bit of
Chris,
pressure
please, not dismiss
for
me.
the event, so
Yo
yeah,
tengo
they
agua y tengo
manage
la boca
very
hecha un
very well.
zapato.
GG's to both of them.
¿No puedo skipear? No.
Este aquí es muy feo.
Once again,
I'm
play
going
the
to drink some
DLCs.
water.
It's very
Be
important
right back.
to know
Give
the
me 1
lore
second.
of a Resi 7, who is very rich.
And who is this mysterious figure?
Who is this man?
Midfield. Sounds familiar.
Giga Chad. Chris. But yeah, I pretty much like the new face of Chris in Resi 8.
Yeah, they like they only stuck with this character model for one game.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Stop! Stop! Please. Jesus Christ, my ears. Please stop!
Ah, ¿te están poniendo pedos o qué?
Sí.
Yeah, he's saying that new doors will be open after rescuing Mia. A new life will begin. And yeah, you can see that Umbrella is in the good side in this game, despite not despite.
Yeah, they call the blue umbrella, right? As they call them.
Blue Umbrella, yeah. And the bad guys are the connections. Ta 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 ta. It's all folks. Yeah, GG's once again for both runners. It was a very intense run.
GG, guys. So as far as the Team Hitless Halloween event, I think we have coming up next, we have Resident Evil 1 Remake. Should be very exciting.
Let's go.
All right, thank you so much for being here, guys. It was very good commentary.
Thank you
It
for
was
the
very entertaining to
invitation.
watch. Yeah, no problem.
Thanks
for inviting me.
And it's the first time for me commentating a run in English, so it was a word first for me. I hope that you understood well, despite the French accent. But yeah, it was very very cool for me, and thank you for Cap for being here with me, and thank you the team Hitless RS for the invitation.
My pleasure.
And, it was very very good for me. Thank you for everything.
All right. So we'll be back in 15 minutes with Resident Evil 1 Remake. Go grab some snack. See you in 50 minutes. See you guys. Thanks, everyone.